Welcome back to the Odyssey and happy Tuesday, my friends. I am Mike Odyssey, and well, now that we're past the Pokemon Presents and the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase, I think that now is the best time to talk about what's next for Nintendo, right? Right now, there is a standing rumor that we are getting an Indie World Showcase in March and a full Nintendo Direct in April. But I don't want to focus on the rumors. I want to focus on why we need these two presentations to define the year 2024, and even more if we are to get that Nintendo Switch 2 in 2025. So let's go ahead and start the video. But before, allow me to share with you just a bit of my story. But if you already know my story, use the timestamps below in the description. And of course, I have it also in the pinned comment for your convenience. So before we get into today's stories, you see, I want to ask you one thing. I want to ask for your subscription. You see, I'm legally blind and I'm basically losing my sight as we go. I don't have sight on my left eye and I have about 40% sight of my right eye, and it's just fading away, right? The doctors right now have nothing else they can do, but I have a dream to become a full-timer on YouTube by the end of this year. And I want to ask you for your help. If you subscribe to this channel right now, it'll only take a second. For me, it'll just change my life. So if you could do that right now, I would really appreciate it. Here, we have Monday through Friday Nintendo news. On the weekends, we have products and reviews. And we also have the occasional Nintopic podcast with your favorite voice actor. So I would really appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. And I just want to thank you in advance for giving me your subscription. Let's move on to today's stories. So now that the Partner Showcase and the Pokemon Presents is behind us, the big question is from Nintendo, what is next? Yes, we had a standout in the Partner Showcase, right, when it comes to games. And we also had that very last announcement for that new Pokemon game, Pokemon Legends, coming out next year. But that's next year. It's not this year. And we are still at the beginning of the year, right? 2024 is still brand new. And we have yet to hear from Nintendo. Now, if true, when it comes to the rumors that are out there, we are getting an Indie World Showcase in March. And well, Indie Worlds are normally targeted for third-party developers. And I'm talking about smaller third-party developers. Partner Showcase, just like the one we had, are targeted more at bigger partners like Sega, Square Enix, and so on, right? The Indie World Showcase is more for smaller developers, and therefore that's why I don't expect much to come out of it, right? I feel like we will get one or two good games, and trust me, I am an indie game lover, and I root for these indie game publishers to really just give us the best games possible. What I really want to focus on is the full Nintendo Direct, because I'm pretty sure that you are interested in that full Nintendo Direct, apparently in April. Now, when it comes to that full Nintendo Direct, that will actually kind of define the year, right? So far, we've gotten another Code Red Collection in January. We had Mario vs. Donkey Kong in February. Now we are about to get Princess Peach Showtime in March. There is nothing on the calendar for April, and we just learned of this brand new game called Endless Ocean that is due to be released in May. Yet we still have two games out there that were announced that I am looking forward to: Luigi's Mansion HD and of course Paper Mario 1000 Year Door without a release date. Now that's the number one reason why we would need a new Nintendo Direct. Now, let's make this a little bit more interesting. All right, so this is much better than me yapping, right? This is better a visual representation of the months that are upcoming and, of course, the Nintendo Switch games that could potentially fill in each month. Now, it starts in March, ends in February because, well, the next month it's coming right now is March, and it's the beginning of the next fiscal year, right? The fiscal year for 2024 and 2025. Now, what we know so far is that Princess Peach has already been announced. It is coming in March, so we can put that there. The next game that we are 100% sure and has a release date and month is Endless Ocean. This was already issued in the Partner Showcase, and it is coming in May. Now, so far, every other month is completely blank, and we have no clue what game is coming out when. And just to be clear, this is only first party games. I know there have been many games announced that are third party games that are really cool and are coming out in every month here, but this is only games made by Nintendo. Now we have here 2 games that were announced: Luigi's Mansion and Paper Mario. Now in April, this is when the potential or that rumored Nintendo Direct should take place. And if so, we should get shadow drops on that month, right? And I'm talking about Metroid Prime 2 and 3 could be shadow drop right here in this month. Because again, there's that rumor from Jeff Grubb that we could be getting Metroid Prime 4 in April. There is this rumor that there's this big presentation happening for Metroid Prime 4 in April, but I believe that before that we should be getting Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remastered or HD shadow drop on the same day, just like Nintendo did with this game, this Pikmin game. And so we expect kind of like the same thing with Metroid Prime 4, getting Metroid Prime 2 and 3 just shadow drop digitally on the eShop, and then Metroid Prime 4 being the holiday game for the year, which I think will be the biggest game. Now in June, now that enters into summer territory, right? I'll say the end of June, July, August, and September would be summer territory. We know that Luigi's Mansion was stated to release in the summer, so I'll just put this game here around in July. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door has no release time frame at all, so I will just go ahead and also put this one around June. That way, it releases back to back instead of putting it far away. We know that these 2 games are already done, and so that leaves August, September, October, and November. Why not December? Because in the past couple of years, Nintendo has left December all alone, because that is the beginning of that's not the beginning of it, but it is the actual holiday shopping season, right? It begins in October, their holiday sales season, and then ends in December, right? And so for the next holiday season, we have a couple of games here that can make it. We'll go ahead and put Metroid Prime 4 as an October game, right? And or actually better, November. Let's put November, because again, this is the holiday season game. I think this will be the biggest game of the year. I don't think Nintendo will actually give us anything bigger than Metroid Prime 4 for the Nintendo Switch, and I think that'll be a dual gen game, right? Also released on Switch too, but will also be the last newer game for Nintendo Switch. We all thought it was going to be Princess Peach, but it's going to be Metroid Prime 4. And after that, of course, Emily Rogers and other insiders, when they mentioned that Prime 4 was in production, and they mentioned that the Prime remaster would be coming out, they also mentioned that there were games that Nintendo was sitting on and that they were completed and just waiting for the right time to show off these games. And one of these games they mentioned was Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. Now these games, I would go ahead and put them for September. I'll say October for this right here. All right, and so for the holiday season, we have Metroid Prime 4, we have Wind Waker and Twilight Princess dual pack for this basically the holiday season here. And then we will be missing August and September. Now, to be completely honest with you, the time for these 2 games have passed. This was for the Pokemon Presents. This game right here, Super Mario Odyssey 2, don't see it happening. And then you guys get to fill in August and let me know what you guys think could fill in the month of August. But these other games were meant to be Switch 2 games, like that brand new Donkey Kong game, Mario Kart X or 9 or whatever they just had to call it. And this Mario Odyssey 2 was meant to represent the brand new launch game, the Mario open world game that is coming out alongside the Switch 2. Now, I personally don't believe the Switch 2 will be out in 2025. I think it'll be out in 2024. But for the sake of this video, let's just say 2025, worst case scenario. What will make it a good year for us to, when it comes to games, for us to be okay with waiting until 2025. So let's go ahead and put this game right here, Mario and February. And let's say Mario Kart and put it also in the month of January next year. That way we know that these two games are launch games or games for Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, so there we have the year almost filled up, right? With the exception of August. I want you guys to let me know what game could fit in the month of August, right? We are yet to know. Maybe Nintendo announces another game that could fit in August in this upcoming rumored Nintendo Direct for April. And so far we have Princess Peach in March. April, let's say we have Metroid 2 and 3 Shadow Drop. We got the Endless Ocean in May. Let's say we get June and we get Paper Mario in June. We have Luigi's Mansion HD in July, which is summer. August, Nintendo will fill it out, or you can go ahead and give your comment down below with what game could fit in August. September, let's say we have Tomodachi World, right? And October, Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess. November will be the holiday game of the year, which is Metroid Prime 4. And then, of course, December is blank because Nintendo normally doesn't release a game in December. It's the holiday season. Then next year, we will be moving forward with Switch 2 games, right? Like Mario Kart, the next iteration of that one. And, of course, the next big giant Mario game. So there you have it, friends. Let me know what you guys think. Are you happy with this lineup? To me, if I'm looking at it right now, and I actually love it if the year actually looked like this, because it'll make it a very good last year for the Nintendo Switch, right? I would add a game or two. I can't think of any more right now. If you can help me down below, what other game would you like to see added for this year to make this year a great year? But so far, so good, right? I think it looks great. And, well, let me know down below what you guys think and what other games would you love to see make it in this apparent Nintendo Direct coming in April. All right, my friends, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. But before, never give up and journey on. Peace.